guys, welcome back to my channel. I was doing a mini series, I guess you could call it, on working at Wendy's. OMG, my family texting me. Let me turn my shoot. They text at the worst times. Okay. I had gone through my, I'm in my prop shop. I have my own prop shop because I have so many costumes. Definitely a serious cosplayer. But I came across my Wendy's uniforms. And, well, the ones that I kept, I had to return quite a bit of them. But so I thought, well, you know what, there's a lot of things I could talk about that regard fast food. Wendy's in particular. I've not worked at McDonald's or Burger King. I didn't want to work someplace that I wouldn't regularly eat. But I grew up loving Wendy's because when I was little, it was the only place I could get a cheeseburger with mayonnaise, lettuce, and mustard only. And ever since then, that's just been my favorite fast food restaurant. So when it came time for me to get a job, that's the fast food restaurant I chose. But anyways, if you're new here, welcome. If you aren't new, if you're a repeat viewer, then thank you and welcome back. But here is the tea on behind the scenes at working at Wendy's. Now, I know a lot of people have talked about the chili. It is made in-house. The vegetables that are in there are frozen. They come in a bag and you put them in the chili. The seasoning, you just add water and beans. They come from a can. You put them in there. And the meat is made up of the hamburgers that did not sell. Now, a lot of people will tell you, well, it's old hamburgers that didn't sell, and leave it at that. Let me explain. There are, when a hamburger is on the grill and it becomes too done, my local Wendy's still serves it, which really chaps my hide. But they are supposed to put it aside in a pan, and at the end of the night, or when the pan gets full, it is put into a Ziploc, weighed, and put in the walk-in refrigerator. Now, when we go to make the chili, that certain poundage comes out, and the meat is boiled in a huge pot on the stove for quite a while. I can't remember how long exactly, but it's quite a while. So it rehydrates the meat and it pulls the fat out of it at the same time. And then it's drained, chopped up fine, smaller than a dime, and added to the chili. And then the chili it takes like 4 to 6 hours for it to all cook and be ready. So that is the more of an elaborate description of how the chili is made. Just not, oh, well, we use hamburgers that didn't sell. True. And there is a lot of times that we will purposely make hamburgers for chili. It depends on how much we need. The grilled chicken salad, I don't know if they have that anymore. But we would make chicken strictly for that and slice it and repurpose it almost. So the grilled chicken that goes on your salad is the same grilled chicken that you would get in a sandwich. It's just sliced or chopped. We used to have chicken salad sandwiches also, and we used grilled chicken for that. That was refrigerated and then diced and chopped. So it's not like it's old and moldy or somebody like took a bite out of it and didn't want it. It was just repurposing for something else. So, okay. And with the idea of the salads are made fresh every day. That was usually my job when I opened. You have to get out the case of lettuce, take the core out. You cut the head of lettuce into fours, this way and this way, so 4 cubes, and wash it in this vat of cold water. Now, we usually did a case because you know how lettuce will separate into leaves. The bigger leaves are put in containers to be used for the sandwiches that day, and whatever is too small to be on a sandwich becomes salad, and we will chop that up. So it does not come in a bag. I don't know if that is still true, but because I haven't worked at Wendy's in probably close to 10 years. But that is something that is very fresh. The broccoli and the cauliflower came, in stalks, and you had to cut it away from the stalk and cut little trees or whatever and put those in the salad. The carrots did come in a bag pre-shredded, as did the cheese, of course. But the mushrooms, if we use those, were sliced by us, washed by us. The potatoes, I think they did switch over to be already wrapped in foil. We used to have to wrap them, but now they come pre-wrapped. But they are baked in an oven. They're not microwaved. They're baked. And it takes a couple hours. So when we're out of potatoes, and or if you got a potato and it's a little overdone, it's gonna be a while. We usually they do now have a microwave, and they'll try to hurry the process along. But for the most part, the potatoes are baked in the oven, and it takes hours. So now another thing that drives drive-through people crazy is when it's pouring rain, and a lot of drive-throughs don't have an awning. So when we open the window to get your money or hand you your food or whatever, it's raining. We're getting wet. And on a cold fall day or winter day, that's uncomfortable. And we've been standing there for hours. So please turn your windshield wipers off, because it'll be pouring rain and people will leave their wipers on, and it's throwing water in our face. Now, I know I do this, or did this, I don't work there anymore, but did this. I would take their bag and hold it as a shield to give to them. So their bag got really wet. So, just as a courtesy, shut your windshield wipers off. You don't need to see out your front windshield wiper while you're getting your food. Now when you pull away, turn them back on. It's not that difficult. So, just a little FYI. And last but not least, we are required to try to upsell your order. If we ask you, do you want a large size that? Or if we ask you, would you like fries with that order? Or, anything like that. We're not doing it just to irritate you. We're doing it because our manager has specifically got on our butts saying, you need to upsell, you need to, make the triangle of sandwich, side, and drink. And a lot of people would say, did I say I wanted fries? No, you didn't, but we have to ask. It's just our job. So, try not to, get an attitude about that. I know a lot of people do, and then a lot of people just say, no thank you, that's all. Okay, we can only ask once. If we keep asking and keep asking, then, that's excessive and that's wrong. But chances are we're only asking because we're supposed to. So please don't get irritated with us. We're irritated that we have to ask you because we've got 5 other things that we need to be doing. So, but yeah. It's a hard job. I mean, people put down fast food workers, but I can tell you, it is a hard job. I mean, I don't know, there was this thing going around TikTok where this guy was in the back room crying because he had a 4-hour shift with 4 people at Starbucks and he had to actually work. And I'm thinking, 4 hours? Give me a friggin' break. I would work 8 hours a day, have no break, have to stand on my feet the whole time, and just customer after customer after customer. And I didn't cry. So, but it's a hard job. You've got people yelling at you. You've got, from both sides. Your manager is always yelling at you. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. So you never have just a moment. You always have somebody. So it's very frustrating. It's very loud. It's very hot in the summertime, especially around the grill and the fries and all those things. And it's very cold in the winter if you're on the drive-through, because that window is open a lot if you have back-to-back cars. But it's a hard job. It's impossible to get everything right, and they're working excessively hard. It's a lot harder than just standing at a cash register at a grocery store, or working in a boutique or something where you can dress nice and you don't have to worry about your visor and your apron and don't touch this and you can't say that and everything. It's a hard job. So and I used to do it for minimum wage, which that's another topic, but I'm glad they upped the salary for fast food. I really am. But anyways, those are some of the behind the scenes things I encountered at Wendy's when I worked there. Some of them might not be true now, but you never know. But that's it. So until next time, see you later.